Debates are constantly used throughout history. In every presidential election, a series of debates are always held between the Republican and Democratic nominees. Without knowing it, people engage in debates every day. When deciding what to eat for lunch or dinner probably causes an internal debate, and deciding where to go on a family vacation, either to the beach or to Disney World, will cause a debate within the family. The technical definition of debate is a discussion between people in which they express different opinions about something, according to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary. It is important to remember that a debate is a discussion and not a screaming match. The best way to debate is to be respectful and allow the other side to finish before you begin talking. This may be hard at times because people tend to be very passionate about the side that they are debating. But whenever you feel as though you want to start screaming, take a second, breathe, and finish the debate calmly and rationally. A common debate that the entire country is talking about, and has been for a while, is the debate about capital punishment and whether or not it should be practiced. Many people believe that it is inhumane, while others think that it is a fair punishment for murder. Quite literally, capital punishment, which is also known as the death penalty, is punishment by death. Capital punishment has been around for centuries. In colonial times, the death penalty would be used for minor offenses, and the killings would be made public in order to make sure everyone learned a lesson from those people's mistakes. Then, as time went on, the crimes for death became less minor and more serious. For example, murder would be a reason to use the death penalty today. But before, stealing could be punishable by death. As time went on, the killings also got moved to correctional facilities and they were no longer made public. The method of killing also changed and became much more humane. In the beginning, they would kill people by stoning, drowning, or worse. Then, it changed to the electric chair and the firing squad, but both of these still did not seem humane enough. Today, the states that allow the death penalty use lethal injection. Many states in America do not use the death penalty. Capital punishment is a state-to-state policy since it falls under the 10th Amendment. Depending on the state, depends on whether or not a mass murderer will be sentenced to death or life in prison. But why is capital punishment debated so much today? Is it because the government is taking someone's life? Or is it because it could be going against the Bill of Rights? The Eighth Amendment states excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted. Many people believe that capital punishment is a cruel and unusual punishment, and therefore goes against the Bill of Rights, and more specifically, the Eighth Amendment. However, other people say that it is not cruel and unusual because the method of killing can be considered humane, since it is the same way we put animals to sleep, which is by lethal injection. Now, debate structuring is a lot simpler than most people think. No matter what, each side will always have a chance to speak its opinion and defend itself. Some debates, like the recent presidential debates, can get out of hand, and the participants do not let each other speak or finish their statements. This is not always fair because neither side is fully able to defend itself or speak its mind. Remember, when participating in a debate, always use fact and never opinion. Debates always have two sides, a pro side and a con side, or a Republican side and a Democratic side. The pro side is usually for the topic, for example, being for capital punishment, and the con side is usually against the topic, for example, being against capital punishment. Every debate begins with each side giving its opening statement. Opening statements usually last about 2 to 3 minutes, but definitely no longer than 5 minutes. During these statements, each side speaks about why it is for or against capital punishment, for example. These statements will always be facts, backed up by reliable sources. Once each side makes its opening statement, a moderator will ask a question. Then, the debate begins. The pro side and the con side, or the Republican side and the Democratic side, each have a chance to answer the question and, at the same time, challenge the other side and its beliefs. But it is always important to allow each side to have time and a chance to speak, and not interrupt. When participating in a debate, It is necessary to always be able to argue both sides regardless of the belief that you hold. A good debater can always look at both sides of a topic and formulate an argument for both. This is a good quality to have because it allows you to see things from different viewpoints. Now, debates can be formal or informal, but the main point of them is to get a message across. Some debates have winners, however, not all do. During the presidential debate, there is always a winner, but the winner is never stated directly. It is usually known by the audience. This person tends to defend his or her side better and knows what he or she is talking about, basing everything on fact and not opinion. By standing up for your beliefs in a debate, you are proving that your side matters and should be listened to, which is the most important thing.